Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin Vault, the place where history meets numismatics. Today we're diving deep into the story of an iconic piece of South African coinage, the 5 cents coin from the year 1965. This small yet significant coin carries with it not just monetary value, but also rich historical and cultural symbolism. The 1965 5 cent coin from South Africa is part of a series introduced after the country's transition to the decimal system in 1961. This was a pivotal time in the nation's history, as it marked the beginning of the South African rand, replacing the South African pound. The 5 cents coin played a vital role in daily transactions, and 1965 marked only the fifth year of its circulation under the new system. Minted in bronze, the 1965 edition of the 5 cents coin was relatively small in size, with a diameter of 22 millimeters and a weight of approximately 5.67 grams. It was produced by the South African Mint, which was then located in Pretoria. The coin's color, due to its bronze composition, has a warm coppery tone, which often develops a darker patina over time, especially in circulated examples. On the obverse side of the coin, we find the portrait of Jan van Riebeeck. He was a Dutch colonial administrator and the founder of Cape Town, and his profile was a common feature on South African coins of that era. His image was used to represent early European settlement in South Africa and remained on coinage for several years during the apartheid era. Surrounding Van Riebeeck's profile, you'll notice inscriptions in both English and Afrikaans, which reflect the bilingual nature of South Africa at the time. The words South Africa and SUID Africa appear along the rim, with the date 1965 split between the two sides. The typography is clean, subtle, and very characteristic of coins from the 1960s. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we see a beautiful image of a blue crane, the national bird of South Africa. The blue crane is depicted standing gracefully with wings slightly raised, a pose that captures its elegance and symbolism. This design was created by the famous South African artist and sculptor Kurt Steinberg, whose work featured on many coins during that period. The crane on the reverse is surrounded by the denomination 5C, with the C for cents placed beside the numeral. This side of the coin is quite minimalist yet meaningful. It combines artistic style with national symbolism, making it a favorite among collectors who appreciate both art and history. The 1965 issue of the 5 cents coin saw a high mintage, with millions of pieces entering circulation. However, not all of them have survived in good condition. Due to the nature of bronze and the general wear from circulation, many existing specimens are heavily worn or corroded, which significantly affects their collectability and value. What sets apart the valuable pieces are those in high grades, uncirculated or mint state examples. Coins that have been well preserved, ideally graded by a professional service, command much higher prices on the collector's market today. The grading scale used is typically the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70, with coins graded above MS. 63 being considered highly desirable. What is the value of a 1965 South Africa 5 cent coin today? For an average circulated coin, the value may be as modest as a few cents or dollars, depending on the condition. However, in mint state, especially those graded MS 65 or higher, the value can rise significantly. A top condition specimen of this coin can fetch up to $250 from interested collectors, particularly those who focus on African or colonial era coinage. This increase in value is tied not only to condition, but also to market demand and rarity in high grades. As more collectors focus on South African numismatics, especially coins from the apartheid period, the value of coins like the 1965 5 cents has steadily appreciated. The historical context and aesthetic appeal make them compelling pieces to own. Beyond its monetary value, the coin is a fascinating relic of a very specific time in South Africa's socio-political history. The mid-1960s were marked by the height of apartheid, and coins from this era carry the weight of that legacy. For numismatists, the coin is not just about currency. It's a window into a complex past. Collectors also appreciate how the 5-cent coin design evolved over time. Later issues saw changes in both imagery and metal composition. But the 1965 coin remains part of the classic series that preserved the original Van Riebeek blue crane combination for a number of years before later political and cultural shifts influenced redesigns. Storage and care for bronze coins like the 1965 5 cents are important if you want to maintain or increase their value. These coins should be kept in dry, temperature-stable environments and ideally stored in acid-free holders or coin flips. Avoid touching the surface with bare hands, as the oils and moisture can cause tarnishing or corrosion. Interestingly, there are also some known die variations and errors associated with 5-cent coins from this period. Though less common, these error coins, such as double strikes or off-center mintings, can be worth substantially more than regular issues. Spotting such varieties requires close inspection or expert evaluation. When evaluating whether to invest in or collect the 1965 5-cent coin, consider its historical importance, accessibility, and rising value in high grades. It's a great entry-level coin for those new to South African coins, while still offering appeal for advanced collectors seeking to complete a full decimal-era collection, as part of a full South African coin series from the 1960s. The 5-cent coin also complements higher denominations in terms of design continuity. If you collect by theme, such as birds or colonial figures, this coin fits perfectly into both categories. To sum all up, the 1965 South Africa 5-cent coin is more than a small bronze piece. It's a historical artifact, a work of art, and a collector's gem. Whether you're drawn to it for its symbolism, its place in South Africa's numismatic story, or its growing market value, it's a coin worth having in your vault. Thank you for watching today's episode of Old Coin Vault. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more rare and historic coins from around the world. If you own a 1965 South African 5-cent coin, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, happy collecting!